Hey there. So today, before beginning, if you like this kind of content, if you say, that umbrella guy, I really, really love this channel, I would love to be here all the time, well, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for notifications so you'll know when new content arises. And if you want to go further, if you want to support the channel in a different manner, well then, links are in the description. I'll talk about that at the end of the video. So today, I want to return to the wonderful world of entertainment. And what a wonderful freaking world it is. You know, we should be out there and we should be talking about escapism. But no, the entertainment that we see, we're seeing behind the scenes. We're seeing the people behind the entertainment. And the people that we're seeing, yeah, it's an ugly, ugly rendition. Today, I'm returning to that wonderful world of voice acting, where you are told in no unspecific terms that you will either walk lockstep to a narrative or else. And that or else that's implied, well, it's basically saying that you're going to be called some of the ugliest things out there. Now, for people that haven't kept up with what's going on, this will be a short catch up and it'll really lead to this. So what you've seen over the last few really months, I mean, it's built from years, but over, say, from January up, you have seen people that have decided to take a certain narrative and they have taken it and they've decided to brigade with it. They've decided to destroy a specific person in voice acting because, you know, they think they can. This guy, VIC MIGNONGA, they've decided that they were going to call him some of the most terrible things out there. They were going to give him debasing qualities, saying that he debases certain communities, that he debases certain fandoms, and then they were going to take it further, and they were going to say that he was a P to the E to the D to the O. Now, going further than that, you know, they decided to call him other types of abusers as well. And after they made enough noise, anime news network decided they would step in. Voice actors, not to be outdone by this, decided, hey, this is the perfect opportunity, and they too decided to speak out. They decided they would get heard in that. And well, not to be outdone, platforms decided they would get into the game because, hey, why not? You have places like Pensacon. They decided that anyone that didn't go and buy into the narrative being sold, those people, they weren't only harassers. They weren't only monsters. Nope, they were alt-righters. They were essentially current year Nazis. Now, not to be outdone by that, people like Schemmel here, they said, hold my beer and watch what we can get done. So today's accusation, it begins with the letter S. Yeah, so many S's in this. You have stand with VIC being accused by Schemmel, well, of swatting. That's right, swatting. Because, you know, anybody that's out there within the right freaking mind, they are going to stand with that, right? I mean, this is something that has been universally reviled. Something that almost everyone understands is a terrible, terrible thing. But when it's something that you can weaponize, hey, let's throw that idea out. Let's throw it out and let's attach it not only to people out there, but let's attach it to consumers because, hey, that's a smart way to play. So you'll see that this is what's being shared. And look at this narrative here. Someone in the anime community who spoke up about the VIC, had their door kicked in by a SWAT team this morning after someone made a fake 911 call. They said they stand with VIC on the call. I would love to hear that. So not only I could go out and denounce it, but I would love to hear them actually saying they stand with VIC on the call. And even if they did, does that mean that essentially you are a part of any wrongdoing, past, present, and future, that anyone using a hashtag is associated with? Guy posting this, I'm actually asking you that. You know, are you saying that everyone basically, they're accountable because we're on teams? Well, of course you are. He says this garbage person is on your team. Hashtag stand with Vic, people. Hashtag kick Vic. So, you know, essentially a person like Mars Girl who decided to ignore the certain sexual crimes of a person that she was affiliated with on Channel Awesome, those are your sins now too. Reap that whirlwind. Isn't that fun? Isn't that a fun skeleton in the closet to inherit? They go on further to tell you, luckily the person who got their door kicked in was not hurt. Police apologize for the act and are helping to fix the door. Okay, that would actually be good. And again, for the nosebleed section out there that apparently are tone deaf, nobody likes swatting. So in comes Sean Schemmel. And of course, he sees those people attached to VIC did this, and decides he's going to propel stuff that he's said in the past. He's going to propel it forward with this specific vehicle. And if you would only made half of this comment, that would have actually worked out too. He says, okay, people, I've had enough. Someone could actually get shot or killed. I will not apologize for referring to the person who did this as an a-hole, because they are an a-hole. All you guys who attacked Monica or any victim are effing a-holes. Because you got to throw in that back portion of that. If he would have just stopped with because they are an a-hole, anyone that would swat somebody, that is a terrible human being. But then, of course, any kind of questioning, any kind of going out and saying, I hear you, I listen, but I believe in due process. That kind of stuff is attacked. That kind of stuff, it needs to report it to law enforcement. And again, Sean Schemmel, he's down with the idea too. Look at this. This is so manly too. My DMs are always open, he goes on. You think I'm a beta? Write me. I'm not messing around. Ooh, he's flexing. I wonder what he's going to do. I've been in touch with law enforcement already. Next step, it will be the FBI. So your tough guy routine ends up with, you think I'm a beta? Well, why don't you write me, boy? Because I'm going to go tell the cops. Man, that was tough. That was awesome. Allow me to sit down. Allow me to prop up my feet, because, wow, that came across really, really well. I'm actually really thinking about writing the guy, too, and being like, hey, you said to write you if you thought that you were beta. So are you inferring that if someone calls you beta, you're going to report them to the cops? Is that basically like your utilitarian version of mom? Are you going to go out and, tattletale? Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Isn't that good stuff? But, Sean, he has basically done this kind of stuff before, calling people a-holes. In fact, he had to apologize for this one, and it was deleted, including the apology. I look up to Monica as a person, as a voice actor. I have 20 years of experience knowing and working with her to justify that. If you don't know her, maybe shut up about her. A-holes. And that didn't go over too well. He got enough blowback for calling people a-holes there that he had to delete it. But of course, that one and here, he decided to work that back into commentary and to make it stick. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that refreshing? I like the idea that he's saying that he promotes this notion of professionalism too, that he respects other people in the voice acting community. Because if you go and you look up stuff that's been said about Sean, there are a lot of things about him having anger issue, about him picking fights with certain people out there that have played, a specific character he knows very well. Him basically thinking that he is the end-all be-all. He is the most known, and therefore he deserves everything. It's quite amazing. Not only that, but if you go and you look up, say, Sean Schemmel with words like a-hole, or, words like jerk, or unprofessional and on, you'll find posts that talk about never meet your hero. And you'll have this guy. He's posted in there because this guy, he acts apparently like this. Not only to people that don't walk lockstep, but just to people, period. If he feels like he wants to mistreat a person, apparently he does that. And this idea of professionalism, like he's emblematic of it. Here's him deciding he was going to do a video VIC parody. Look at exactly what he has to say. And there's 5 minutes of this. I'm only going to play a little bit of it right off the top, where again, he's calling the guy a P to the E to the D to the O, you know, because that's what you do to people that are within your professional community.
I'm best known for playing 12-year-old boys, and those are the ones I like to do.
He really does 12-year-old boys.
I do them the very best. Oh, for example, if I'm doing a monster voice, and I gotta talk down here, and I'm a monster, if I'm doing that voice, but if I'm doing a 12-year-old boy, like if I'm doing that...
And you do the 12-year-old
I do
boy.
a lot of 12-year-old boys.
I mean, there's no competition.
And get into character, since I'm a method actor, I will go to a preschool, and I will look at a preschooler, and I would look through the fence on the playground and just, you know, I would really observe, just to be able to get into character, to really...
Right, but if you were like studying, like, if you had to play a mailman, he would be like following the mailman around.
I would
right?
never, no, that's way
like,
too old. I only do 12-year-old boys, pretty much. I mean, that's
right,
that's what I love
what
to
I'm
do.
saying is, it was just
that's
an
what I
example.
really love to do.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, so, I mean, I appreciate that, but the fact of the matter is, I love doing 12-year-old boys, and I love going to preschools and watching them through the fence to get in the mood to do.
So yeah, that's the voice of professionalism. That's the guy that wants to go out and call people effing a-holes. That's the guy who is supposed to be standing up on the hill, passing judgment on all the plebs. But anyhow, you tell me what you think about this stuff. If you like this kind of content too, as I said, you know, make sure that you sub, make sure that you hit the bell for notifications, and beyond that, there are links in the description that allow you to go out and basically support channels that, well, this day and age, if you don't walk lockstep, you see how you get treated. Also, leave your comments. I really like looking through people's comments here, and beyond that, you know, make sure that pro or con, you know, make sure that you voice your opinions, make sure that you're heard. Make sure that you as a consumer are heard and respected. I want to end this too by saying that unlike a lot of these people, I actually like having that audience. I appreciate that, and I want to say that. So I appreciate you. Thank you for showing up, and we'll do it again. Thanks.